Welcome everyone, Mike Bowers coming to you today from West Texas. Now we're at a family member's ranch that I've been coming to my entire life. The goal today is to hunt some whitetail deer, and hopefully by the end of this video, we're cooking some deer. But first, we gotta start the fire.
Said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
Like I said, I've been coming to this ranch all my life. My dad's cousin has been very generous with letting us come out pretty much anytime that we want to, providing great hospitality. Some of the best fishing I've ever had here. Now they are experiencing a drought, so a lot of this stuff that's being exposed I've never seen before in the 40 plus years that I've been coming out here. Look at this tree stump here. This tree stump you can barely ever see coming out of the water, and now you can see it's almost fully exposed, and kind of disappointed that all the lures that I've lost over the years are nowhere to be seen. But this is such an awesome place. Pavilion for family reunions. Guest house. Pretty cool little spot. While we may do some fishing on this trip, I'm definitely looking for deer. This island over here, when I was about 8 years old, my favorite things to do was to ride the four-wheeler over that bridge and just zoom up and down that island. I would literally do that for hours at a time till it's time to refill gas. I just thought it was so cool to be riding a four-wheeler on the island. Yeah, this drought, man, it's no joke. The bridge that I'm sitting on and that bridge over there, water's usually to the top there. I've caught so much crappie over there on that center pole. It's kind of tough to see. We haven't done any fishing yet. Not sure if I'm going to on this trip. But man, so many great memories here. This gazebo, somewhat new, probably the last 15, 20 years. But really encompasses everything this place has been about. Fishing, duck hunting. There's some beavers out here. Pretty awesome. I mean, I absolutely love this place. I have memories here from my grandfather to my daughter. Here's the deer portion of the gazebo. So cool. Decided to walk over to the island. To be completely honest, I haven't been on this side since 1990. Back then, none of these trees were here. This was just a flat island. Just grass and four-wheeler tracks from yours truly. Pretty awesome, man. I am not gonna lie. I'm missing my grandfather being out here. That dude was one of the coolest people you'd ever meet. I think everybody thinks that way about their grandfathers. At least I hope so. Alright, so I just took a doe. Out of respect for the animal, I won't show you guys, but I'll see you back at the grill. So I'm sitting here waiting for my ride back to camp, and man, this isn't a trophy by any means. It's just a doe. It's be great for food, but this is a special one. My grandfather passed away 6 years ago last week, and 2 Christmases ago, my grandmother gave all the hunter cousins in the family a pick at a gun, and I got this little 30-30 from her, and ultimately from him. And to be able to get something the first time I shoot it, it's absolutely amazing, man. There's something special about that. I think it's Roger Krieger's got this song called "I Got the Guns," talking about, you know, guns passed down in the family, and this is one of those things, man. To be able to shoot a deer on a place that I grew up going to with my grandfather's gun, man, it's been a great evening. All right, see y'all later. All right, it's been about 2 weeks since we shot that doe. I'm here in Gordon, Texas to pick up the meat. I can't wait. All right, so we got a Yeti full of meat here. Everything looks pretty good. We got some other sausage. They said it was phenomenal. We got some chili grind. You know, I asked for a mix of chili and ground. Looks like they did everything chili. That's all right. Got some steaks. I have it tenderized. I like to make chicken fried steaks with these. And then what I'm looking forward to cooking for you guys and eating the most is this whole backstrap. I'm excited. Okay, so it's been about a month since I shot the dough and about 2 weeks since I picked it up from the processor. Now it's time to finally cook it. So what we're gonna cook today is the venison backstrap. We're gonna treat this very similar to a filet, but we're gonna do simple. Suckle Buster's SPG is all we're gonna use. It's honestly been a long time since I've had venison not in a chili or wrapped in bacon. So I really want to taste the flavor of the meat. And to be perfectly honest with you, my wife and my daughter have never tasted venison by itself. So I'm really looking forward to get their take. I may cook a sauce on the side just in case they don't like it, but I'm really looking forward to it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this out to the Bullseye. We're gonna go internal temp. We're gonna shoot for an internal temp of 100 degrees. I will be doing the cooking about 225. So hopefully it doesn't take more than 30 minutes. Going to 100 degrees because I don't want to overcook this. My goal is to sear it to a perfect medium rare. So maybe pull it around 128, 130 and let the carryover bring it to the medium rare. We'll see. I really don't want to overcook it, but I have a history of doing so. So come along with me and let's get this started cooking. Okay, the Bullseye is up to temp. We're gonna go ahead and put this together, get even cooking. The processor did a fabulous job of getting all the silver skin off. I'm really happy about that. We'll see that one's at an internal temperature of 100. All right, so the venison is on the Recteq. While that's cooking, I decided to go ahead and whip up a sauce. So I went to YouTube like we all do, and I found a channel called the Outdoor Indoor Texan, and he had a nice blueberry bourbon sauce that I want to give a try. So we're gonna go ahead and try to whip that up here. I'll put a link to his video in the description below. Okay, we're gonna start the sauce off with a cup of blueberries. And a quarter cup of maple syrup. We're gonna bring this to a boil. You can smash the blueberries a little bit if you like, up to you. Now that that's up to a boil, we're gonna throw in some whiskey. You guys may hate me for this, but I'm gonna use some Widow Jane Decadence for the sauce here. This is a nice whiskey, but it's aged for 10 years in maple barrels, so I thought that was kind of appropriate for a maple blueberry sauce. Got about a half a shot here. Just looking for a little bit of that bourbon flavor. I'm going to take this down to low and stir that in. And we're just going to let that simmer until the venison's done. All right, we're throwing an audible here, guys. This is already at 100 degrees. I didn't even have time to get my tripod out here, so I'm doing this with my iPhone. But yeah, this is 100 degrees. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this off and let it rest. All right, the venison is off. Got my cast iron on the Recteq Bullseye. We're taking this all the way up to 500 degrees. May even do the riot mode. All right, it's time to sear that steak. This may be a mistake, but I'm gonna put a little bit of tallow in there. We'll see how that goes out. Temperature is 500 degrees, but it's 10 degrees outside. So let's see how this does. That's nice. I'm gonna go for 1 minute. All right, it's been about a minute. Seared up pretty good there. Let's go another minute. All right, it's been another minute. Let's temp it. When I wait, pull it. Okay, so this thing cooked faster than I thought it would at every stage of the cook. From the smoking to the searing, it got there in temp. As you can see outside, half of that was showing about 129, the other one is showing about 108. Went ahead and pulled it and let it rest for about 10 minutes. And if part of it's a little bit underdone, I got my Breville oven in the back here to warm it back up. I'd much rather undercook it than overcook it. With venison, you don't want to go beyond the medium rare. So let's go ahead and slice into it and see how we did. All right. I did put a little pat of butter on there. You may see that there. Just to get as much moisture as we can out of this. All right, let's see how we did. I think that looks pretty good. See if this camera sees any better. That is a perfect, perfect medium rare. I'm excited for that. Pretty good cook if you ask me. Let's see how it tastes. That is fresh. That is lean. It tastes like a beef tenderloin. Man, that is good. It has been such a long time since I had venison. And man, I'm so glad I got another backstrap in there because this is absolutely delicious. I mean, I can't get over that. The perfect balance of salt and pepper and garlic. The Sucker Buster's SPG. A little bit of hint of the butter in there. This is a great cook. Now, I told you I made that that sauce just in case my family didn't like it. I don't see that happening. I think they're absolutely going to love it, but I do want to try a little bit of it. Okay, I went ahead and put a little bit in the bowl here instead of going over the whole steak, just to let my family try it first without it and see what they think. Nice blueberry sauce here. Guys, holy crap. This is so good. I think this went from a meal that my family was kind of dreading a little bit to one I think they're actually going to want again. I hope I'm not hyping it up. Doing the Indian, I'll let you know what they think. But this is so good. The sweetness from the blueberry and maple syrup, a little bit of the bourbon whiskey, that kick in there. This pairs perfectly with game meat. Unreal. Go check out the Outdoor Indoor Texan, I believe. Like I said, I'll put a link to his channel in the description. All right, so this was a successful cook. My wife and daughter absolutely love the venison. My wife mentioned there was no gaminess to it, which I didn't tell you guys when I was eating it. She's absolutely right. It's just pure, clean meat. The processor did a fantastic job. I actually used Gregor's in Gordon, Texas. If you're ever out that way, can highly, highly recommend them. Great meal. I'll definitely do this again. And honestly, this is probably the most fun I've had filming a cooking video for you guys. A little stressful. I haven't done a cooking video in really over a year, if you can believe that. But it was fun to get back out there. It was kind of fun to stretch the process out from the field to the plate. These catch, cook, and clean videos are one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube, and do one myself is something I've wanted to do for a long time. So I want to go ahead and do another one. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see another one. I'm thinking this spring, maybe a crappie video. Go out do some crappie fishing and make some fish tacos. I think that would be a really good meal to have. But I really do appreciate each and every one of you for watching. It means the world to me. Till the next video, the fire is out.